Who gets to tell America's story? Trump versus the Smithsonian Museum. Who controls America's history? The government, the museums, the historians, or the people? Because right now, one of America's most famous museums is in the middle of a political storm. The White House says the Smithsonian has become too political. The museum's director says that's not the full story. So why is a museum about history suddenly becoming a battlefield in Washington? Most people think museums are just quiet places with old objects behind glass. You walk in, you look at a few things, you take a picture, and you leave. But America's National Museum of American History is not just a building. It tells the story of the United States, its victories, its struggles, its inventions, and its conflicts. And now the debate is, what parts of that story should be highlighted? The White House criticism. The Trump administration has criticized Smithsonian leadership, arguing that some exhibits and programs focus too much on America's problems and not enough on national achievements. A White House report said the museum should tell America's story in a way that is more inspiring and unifying. The museum's response, but the museum pushed back. Anthea Hardig, director of the National Museum of American History, rejected the idea that the institution is controlled by political activists. She argued that the museum's collections and exhibitions represent America's complete story. And here is where things get interesting. This is not just about one museum. It's about a much bigger question. Should history focus mainly on America's achievements? Or should it also include painful moments from America's past? Some people say, teach the full story even when it's uncomfortable. Others say, don't let museums turn into places that only criticize America. Think about a family photo album. Imagine someone opens it and says, look, our family had amazing moments. Another person responds, yes, but where are the pages about the difficult moments? Both people are looking at the same album, but they see a different story. Why this matters. History isn't just about the past. It influences what students learn, how Americans see their country, and how future generations understand the nation. So the question is, who should decide how America tells its story? Government officials, museum experts, or the public? There may never be a simple answer. But one thing is certain, the fight over America's history is becoming one of the biggest cultural debates in America. What do you think? Should museums focus more on America's achievements, or should they show every part of the story? Tell me in the comments.